Here we are in section 1-2 with solutions numbers 1 through 9. Number 1, evaluate each formula with the given variables. So evaluate this particular expression when m is -4. So we got to stick a -4 up here, and n equals 10. So we have 3 times, this is a -4 squared. The rules of multiplication, -4 times -4 is a positive 16. So we'll do that when we, so that's 3 times a positive 16 plus 2 over 10. 3 times 16 is 48, plus 2 is 50, divided by 10, so 50 over 10. That means that solves down, simplifies to the number 5. Number 2, for a cylinder, R, H, and surface area. We're looking for the surface area of a cylinder. The formula out of the textbook from chapter R is surface area equals 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Sometimes they'll write this part last and that part first, but that's the formula for surface area. So when we stick those in, we should have 2 times pi times 4 squared plus 2 times pi times 4 times 5.7. And we need to stick that into our calculator, and we get 2 times pi times 16, that's 4 squared, plus 2 times pi times 4 times 5.7. And we end up with 243.787. So we can put a 0.8 there. And notice that we're in meters, so this surface area will have to be a meters squared. Areas are always something units squared. All right, number 3. I have a triangular sandbox and whose length is 4 more than 3 times the width. And the width is 13 feet. So W equals 13. So plug that guy right in there. W equals 13, and we get L equals 4 plus 39. 3 times 13 is 39, plus 4 is 43. So the area of the sandbox is 13 times 43. So that's area equals length times width, that formula. Let's plug that in, 13 times 43, and we get 559, and it will be feet squared, feet squared. Excellent. Okay, number 4. It says Brock, translating that into math, that's B, is 5 years older than twice. This is 2 times the difference. That's subtraction. So it's twice, 2 things being subtracted. Caitlin and Becca's ages. That's Caitlin and Becca. So 5 plus 2, Caitlin minus Becca. Good deal. Now we've got number 5. Dave's speed, so that's a D, is 15 miles per hour less than, oh, back up, less than is subtracted from. So remember, that's less than, so 15 miles per hour less than, so that's subtracting 15 miles per hour from 4 times Rebecca's. So that's a 4 Rebecca right there. Okay, and the last of the translation problems. A population, so that's P, increased by 23%, that's 0.23 of is times the population to a level. So that's going to be equals, that's the final thing, equals 13,204. So P plus 0.23P equals 13,204. Find the absolute value, which means you just make everything positive. 27, 18 minus 14 is 4. Absolute value of 4 is just a 4. And this is 80 divided by 4 minus 12. That's a -8. So this is absolute value of negative 10. When you divide, we've got a negative. So positive divided by negative is a negative, but the absolute value turns it to a positive 10. So those are the three answers for those. Good deal.